Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another book review session by the Bibliophile family. Today, we will be reviewing the book The Richest Man in Babylon by Singh, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Palakji and Sungiriji, for all the help and coordination and giving me the opportunity to present this book review. Good evening, Sanjay sir, Neha ji. We will start in a while. Let's allow to join. Just till the time we are waiting to another participant to join, I would like to ask Neha ji, Sanjay ji, if you have any prior information about the book. If you have anything, any idea, just share me. Good evening, sir. Anything or what you are expecting from the session. Anything you can share. Or Mr. Good evening. My voice is not clear. Now clear?
There is some background noise. I don't know.
Okay. Earlier the fan was now okay. Low noise. Okay. So what I do? 1 second. Now audible?
Yes.
Yes, it's very clear now.
Okay, okay. Actually, earlier I was with the headphone. So, thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. So, you can share any, if you have any idea, if you have read the book or you have heard or any input you, if you would like to share, then I will proceed.
I only vividly remember one idea in the book that कुछ पार्ट जो है हमको जो अर्निंग का है वो सेव करना चाहिए एक्सपेंसेस जो है हम हमारे लिमिट में रहना चाहिए उस तरह की वेरी यूजफुल एडवाइस आई थिंक आई हैव रेड लॉन्ग बैक
थैंक यू सर ये बेसिकली सर फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट पर ही है सो थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर शेयरिंग सो लेट्स स्टार्ट सो दिस इज द यस once again I would like to thank Shungiri ji, Palak ji and all the TBF family giving me the opportunity to present the book review. I am really grateful and feel privileged to part of the TBF. So this is the book Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. So we can start with this picture. I have taken this picture in Bengal. So this is the small river was there and it is the time of sunrise. And it is the month of February because February the sun is very clear and good. So that time I took this picture. You can see that the birds are flying there. Yes. So the when we go through the book and we will finish the book. So this book, based on this principle that money is plentiful for those who understand the simple rule of its acquisition. So first of all, whenever we read any book, our first question arises that how I come to know about the book because कई बार हम लोग बुक का इंस्टाग्राम से इंस्पिरेशन लेते हैं कोई हमें फ्रेंड रिकमेंड करता है या कोई गिफ्ट करता है टीबीएफ में हम लोग बुक गिफ्ट भी करते हैं सो दिस इज द हाउ आई आई कम टू नो अबाउट दिस बुक. So in the month of July, in the month of January 2023, I was reading this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And is in this book, somewhere the writer has mentioned about this book, Richest Man in Babylon. So good evening, Richa. So when I was reading this book, I find this recommendation. Straight away, I ordered this book. I ordered 2 copies and then start reading this book. So this is I purchased this book in 2023 when I was in West Bengal, Malda. So So just yesterday, Palakji was saying that a book has much this facility that difficult word should be written below. So this is my habit. The word which I don't understand, I write the meaning down below so that whenever I read, I do not to just again refer the dictionary or the Google. So this is book. The word is parable. Parable, a simple story used to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson as told by Jesus in the gospel. So then most of you know about me, but small revision myself. My date of birth. I born in 1983. I belong to district Hathras, Uttar Pradesh. I completed my graduation in year 2008. I studied from Rajasthan Government College, Ajmer. Because my father was serving there, so I completed my education of Rajasthan only. Presently, I am working as a government employee, living in Thrissur, Kerala. I am householder, married. I have two kids. One is seventh standard, one is 11th standard. My daughter is pursuing psychology. My hobbies: practice yoga, reading, because since we are the TBF family, so reading is must, and hiking and traveling. About the author, George Samuel Clason, born 7th November 1874, and he died April 5, 1957. He was an American author. He is mostly associated with the book Richest Man in Babylon. The book was published in 1926, just 100 years back. So it is a, we can say that we are celebrating the 100 years of this book. About the book, The Richest Man in Book, The Richest Man in Babylon, written by George S. Clason. It dispenses financial advices through a collection of parables set 4,000 approx years earlier in ancient Babylon. The book remains in print almost a century. Like we have, I already said that it was published 1926 and it is 2026, almost 100 years over. The parables are told by a fictional Babylonian character, Arkad. Yes, Arkad is a person who is the main character of this book. So in this book, Arkad has advised seven cures. We will read in further. Yes. Now, the core part of the Arkad advice is around paying yourself first, living within your means, investing in what you know, the importance of long-term saving and home ownership. We will go in detail on these concepts. So was the form of series pamphlet distributed by US banks and insurance companies in 1920-24. So these were the pamphlets the insurance company as bank distributed for the financial literacy. But the book come as 1926. The book is often referred as a classical of personal financial advice, and lots of people recommend it. The book is, I already said that 100 years completed, almost 2 million copies has been sold. Now, the first part, I find most of inspiration from this chapter only, the historical sketch of Babylon. So Babylon is an outstanding example of man's ability to achieve great objective using what means are at his disposal. Like we have finished one book, focus on what matters. So similarly, what are the means at our disposal? The people of Babylon just use that means, and they become one of the richest person in the entire history. All the resources supporting this large city were man-made, and when the kingdom was over, the everything was over. All of its riches were man-made. Yes. So, for when we just connect to the modern world, Babylon was a major ancient city in Mesopotamia, modern day Iraq, known for its immense wealth, culture influence, and advanced civilization. Now, The glory of Babylon had faded, means had faded, but its wisdom has been preserved via clay tablets. Means clay tablets like the tablets made of clay, a size 6 by 8 by 1 inch, and all the thing like earlier there was no paper, no books, no pen, no pencil. So what the people of Babylon did, they write everything on this clay tablets. They were just like they was they were just made strong, and then they were buried, safely buried in the wrecked cities. Archaeologists have recovered entire library of these tablets, hundreds of thousands of them. So through the clay tablet, we come to know about the Babylon, all the history of the Babylon. So one of the outstanding wonders of Babylon was the immense wall surrounding the city. Ancient, like what we call the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Similarly, the Great Wall of Babylon is considered as the seven worlds of the world. And now, when I was discussing with all of you one day, the story of fall of Babylon is also very unusual. Cyrus, one of the great conqueror of that period, intended to attack the city and hope to take its impregnable walls. Means the Cyrus want to just conquer the country, that city. Then advisor of Nabonidus, the king of Babylon, persuaded him to go further to meet Cyrus and give him battle without waiting for the city to be besieged. So this is how, when I was discussing, once we become a ruler, once we become a king, once we become a head of office, so we must choose advice of our advisor, because at the end we may just face very very bad consequences. So similarly happened with this guy. In the succeeding defeat to the Babylon army, it fled away from the city. Cyrus thereupon entered the open gate and took possession without any resistance. So this is how the fall of the city started. Now come to second chapter, the man who desired gold. Because if we want to become rich, we need some desire. So these are in this chapter, the writer has mentioned the story of three friends: Bansir, the chariot builder; Pobi, the musician; and next one, the Arkad, the poor scribe, who is the main character of this book, or is the main story. So in this chapter, this good evening, Sanskriti ji. So in this chapter, this Bansir and Kobi, the musician and the chariot builder, they were discussing that we all read together, we all brought up the same together, but now still we are not having money to just feed our family. We are just like so much poor people. But the Arkad, who was once a poor scribe, now he became the richest man in the Babylon. So these two persons were discussing all their views to each other. Then they decided to meet Arkad, and they want to know the secret how to become rich. Yes. So the richest man in Babylon, richest man, the main character is the Arkad. The Now, in this chapter, the story of Arkad, a scribe, the poor scribe, and Algamish, the money lender. So, in this story, the story goes like that: Arkad was once a scribe, and he used to work day and night, and he was very poor. So one day, the Algamish, the money lender, he came to that shop, and he want to publish the seventh law of something. So he told that the owner that I will give you only 2 days, and you have to accomplish my task. So this because the task was so huge, so the Arkad and his owner could not complete that assignment, and this Alchemist, the money lender, he became very angry on that owner that when I have just given you task, why didn't complete on time? So that time, Arkad, who was a poor scribe, who was working in the clay tablets, so he requested Alchemist that I will do your work, but you have to tell me the secret to become rich. So Arkad, he worked day and night for consecutively 2 days. He put all the efforts and then completed the task of the publishing the seventh law on the clay tablets. And then he gave to Alchemist. Alchemist, who was the money lender. Then Alchemist became very happy, and then the story goes that Alchemist was telling the secret of become rich to the Arkad, and then Arkad will tell story to his two friends. So, good evening, Rita ji. So this I find this quote this quote very interesting. So I just share here that the thoughts of youth are bright lights that shine forth like the meteors that often make brilliant the sky, but the wisdom of age is like stars that shine so unchanged that the sailor may depend upon them to steer his course. So I find this very beautiful quote. So this chapter ends with this with the quote: "A part of all you earn is yours to keep." जो संजय सर ने बताया कि हमें कुछ पैसा रखना चाहिए, तो वॉट एवर भी है, जो भी हम कमाते हैं और जो हम अपने अपनी जो हमारी इनकम में से अपने पास रखते हैं, डेट इज ओनली आवर. Now the main chapter, because this is the main theme, a main teaching, or we say main teaching of this book. This seven cures for a lean purse, means a person who is a poor, whose purse is like very lean, and he want to his purse, the wallet in which we keep the money. We want to the purse to just flatten. So these are the seven cures. First cure, the first cure, start diapers to fattening. So this is the actually this is the like earlier we have seen that this book has been written 100 years back. So they have used this old English like die, thou, thoset. So I have just taken the help from the dictionary. So these are not so difficult, although it is although old English, but not difficult to understand. Yes. So the first cure says that for each 10 coins you put in to spend but nine. तो बताया संजय सर ने कि हम जो भी कमाते हैं उसका हमें 9% वी कैन स्पेंड, बट 1% इज आवर्स. वी मस्ट कीप इट विथ आवर सेल्फ. So this is how that pay yourself. The book first lesson it says that pay yourself first. Whatever you are earning, just keep it yourself. It doesn't matter that whether you are a labor, you are a king, you are a banker, whatever you are earning, you must keep 1/10 with you. So this is the first cure. Second cure, control thy expenditures. The means budget thy expenses that thou mayest have coins to pay for the necessities, to pay the enjoyment, to gratify the desires. Like once we have the salary or once we have some money, we must make our budget. Budget should be based on three things. First, our necessities, then our enjoyment, then we must understand then what are the unnecessary expenditures. So we must very carefully plan our expenditure, and we must make the budget, but always remember only only 9/10 should be go for your expenditure. 1/10 should always remain with you. This is how the second cure, control your expenditures. Third cure, make thy gold multiply. Yes. So this says that to put each coin to laboring that it may reproduce its kind even as to flock of the field and help bring to thee income a stream of wealth that shall flow constantly into thy purse. Means make the gold multiply means first we have to take 1/10 of the salary to us, then make our budget. Then once we have accumulated some saving, then we must invest it so that we start getting earning. The fourth cure says, guard thy treasures from the loss means by investing only where your principal is safe, where it may be reclaimed, and where thou will not fail to collect a fair rental. So, after reading this book, I have stopped investing in the SIP and any insurance because they say that your money is blocked for 10 years. We never know after 10 years when we get the money. The company may go to bankrupt. So this is how that we must invest where the principal is safe, and we can claim any time, and we can have some interest or rental. So this is the fourth cure. This is the again in continuation the fourth law that consult with the wise man, secure the advice of those experienced in the profitable handling of gold. Let their wisdom protect your treasure from unsafe investment. So while investment, we must take help or consult with the wise man. They have given good example that if we want to the person has taken the guidance from that person who prepared this the that earthen pots. So if we are just taking like हम लोग अगर पैसा इन्वेस्ट करने की अगर एडवाइस एक कुम्हार से ले रहे हैं तो वी आर मेकिंग आवर सेल्फ फूल एंड वी आर गोइंग टू जस्ट लूज आवर ऑल द मनी सो दिस इज हाउ that we must take consult with wise men. So this is the fourth law. Fifth law, fifth cure, own thy own home. Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. So in this fourth cure, the writer has given us so beautiful definition of home, which is a very different what nowadays that duplex, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, the multi-city, the green city, the so many cities. So the writer has given so much beautiful definition, and you can just see. Uh, no man's family can enjoy life unless they do have a plot of ground wherein children can play in the clean earth and where the wife may raise not only blossoms but rich herbs to feed her family. So this is the complete definition of the house. So writer says that a fifth cure that while you are earning, that make sure you own your own house where you have the complete space where you can have garden, you can have flowers, and you can just plant the herbs also, and where your children can play. Then sixth cure, ensure a future income. Provide in advance for the needs of thy growing age and protection of thy family. So this is the writer has advised because since the book has been written 100 years ago, writer has said that you can just bury some gold somewhere and you can just give something. So this is how you can ensure for the future income. And the seventh law, become a bibliophile. The writer has says that increase thy ability to earn, cultivate your own powers to study, and become wiser. So, the writer says that indirectly that you become a bibliophile, join the TBF to become more skillful, to act, so to respect yourself. Thereby, you should acquire confidence in yourself to achieve and carefully consider desires. So, this I find this seventh cure, the seventh principle is very, very important. That I just want to repeat that cultivate your own paths, increase your ability to earn. Not we should not invest the share market or anything, but increase our own ability and study and become wiser. So this is the very important. So this is the whole crux of this book. Anybody want to share anything? Any would like to share, and then we can move ahead. Or I would like to just share my own experience. So after reading this book, I want to share that I have because for continuous two years I was reading. I read this book every day, and like every one principle I revise so that the principle get engrossed in my mind and I take action. So I started my saving that one tenth every month or whenever it is possible. Uh, yes, possible. And then last year, I surrendered my credit card. Credit card was having the limit of 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, whatever. So I just surrendered. So the when the lady whom I requested to surrender my credit card, she was telling me that, sir, I will give you so much offer anything. But I said that I want to surrender. Then she asked me that why you want to surrender. Then I simply said I don't need more anymore. No, sir, please take it, keep it, continue. But I said I don't need. So this is how this give you the final independence. So all this now meet the next chapter, meet the goddess of God luck. So in this book, the writer has referred this in the Babylon there was a building called Temple of Learning. A temple of learning where the wisdom of past was expounded by voluntary teachers and where subjects of popular interest were discussed in open forum. Just like our TBF, every day in the evening we discuss popular subjects and health, everything, women's safety, everything we discuss with open mind and everyone is invited. So similarly, there was a temple of learning where everyone can go and discuss the popular interest. Within its wall, all men met as equals. The humblest of the slave could dispute with impunity the opinions of a prince of the royal house. So this is how the same thing happens in our TBF also. Every day we meet in the evening and we share our own views and everyone accepts it wholeheartedly. So this is the writer has said that these were the secret which make Babylon so famous. So at the last of chapter, there are some few quotes has been written. So this quote I has mentioned: "The man of action are favored by the goddess of good luck." So you have to take action anyhow. Now again, this is some time of like repetition of the old law of the seven cures, but it is some different. So I will go just go through all this. The five laws of the gold. First law of the gold. So I have written, you can see that I have made it golden. So the gold should be the golden only. The first law of gold. Gold come gladly and in increasingly quantity to any man, like same thing, who keeps one tenth of earning to create an estate for his future and that of his family. You just I want to share like after reading this book and I could just visualize that if I keep one tenth of my earning every month, then at the time of retirement I no need any pension, I need not know anything because I have enough money, then I can spend my life without any financial support. So this is the very biggest that concept I learned from this book. And the second law, the same. Gold labor diligently and contently for the wise owner who finds his profitable employment multiplying even like we must invest in a profitable manner where the principal is safe. The third law of the gold. This is very like it is like a very it is like a warning that we must invest our our money or the gold where uh, where we are using the advice of a wise man who has some good experience, and on their advice we must invest our money or the gold. The fourth law, it is very important. The gold slips away from the man who invests it in a business or purpose with which he is not familiar. अगर हम किसी भी इन्वेस्टमेंट से फेमिलियर नहीं है, अगर हम उसमें लगाएंगे तो वी विल लूज अवर मनी और which are not approved by those skill in its scheme, like जो भी आजकल जो चल रहा है फाइनेंशियल फ्रॉड है, लोग इन्वेस्ट करते हैं कंपनी में, so which are uh, the schemes which are not approved by the skilled person. The fifth law: a gold flees from the man who would force it to impossible earning. Like रातों रात अमीर बनना, बोला बस आपके एक महीने में 10% हो जाएंगे, एक साल में 10% हो जाएंगे, तो he will definitely lose the money. Or gold flees the man who follow the alluring advice of tricksters and schemers. Same thing कि आपके बस आप बस इन्वेस्ट कर दीजिए और आपके इतना पैसा आना शुरू हो जाएंगे, then surely you will lose your money. Last, the gold flees from the man who trusts it his own unexperience and romantic desire in investment. This is also very important. Like our self-awareness is also very important. That's why the writer has says that take advice of the experienced person. Don't just go for your own like romantic desires and I will invest, I will become. So this was the all fifth law of gold. Now, next chapter is the walls of the Babylon. I had earlier mentioned that it is considered as the seven wonders of the world. And in this chapter, the writer has mentioned that like we always say, all says that attachment. तो जो हमारी desires हैं और जो हमारी unnecessarily what we say that जो हमारी cravings हैं, we must control them just like a wall of the Babylon, because the wall of the Babylon was so strong that Babylon was not conquered by any ruler until the Cyrus, then and this Nabonidus, the when he followed the advice of the advisor, and he left the country, left the city, and just the gate was open and Cyrus entered. So this is how. Now, few quotations. We cannot afford to be without adequate protections. Like everywhere, we have to take protection. So this is the example of this the walls of this Babylon. So we cannot afford to be without protection. So we must have protection in our life. And if you want to earn the money, where the determination is, the way can be found. So this was the a quote at the last of the chapters. This is a picture I have taken. Yes. Thank you very much for everyone, time and patience. And at the last, the first rule: money is plentiful for those who understand the simple rules of its acquisition. Thank you very much. Now the forum is open. You can share your views. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you so much for this review. इनफैक्ट बुक इतनी पुरानी होने के बावजूद भी इसके जो भी प्रिंसिपल्स हैं दे आर स्टिल वैलिड. मतलब हम जिसमें जो आप लॉज ऑफ गोल्ड बता रहे थे कि भी जो ट्रिकस्टर है या फ्रॉडस्टर्स हैं, आज भी जैसे मान लो कोई बोल देता है कि नहीं अरे इस स्टॉक में पैसा लगाइए, दुगना हो जाएगा, चौगुना हो जाएगा, इस तरह से लोग करते हैं, लोग फंस जाते हैं यहाँ से. इनफैक्ट आई नो वन पर्सन इन माय ऑफिस, सो उसको एक ने उसके फ्रेंड ने बोला कि यार ये कोई तो आई डोंट रिमेम्बर द नेम ऑफ द कंपनी, यार इसमें जो है इसमें तुम लगाओ, ये मुझे अंदर की खबर है, पैसा दुगना हो जाएगा. लकीली और व्हाटएवर और डिस्कशन वी जस्ट ऐसे ही पासिंग बाय डिस्कशन किया, उसने बोला कि ऐसा ऐसा है और मुझे बोला कि यू आल्सो डू द सेम. तो मैंने बोला क्या है, तो जस्ट उसके फंडामेंटल से इसे देखें. आजकल तो हम एआई से भी मालूम कर सकते हैं क्विकली क्या फंडामेंटल्स. तो कंपनी वाज नॉट गोइंग, डेट उतना है, उसका जो फाइनेंशियल मैट्रिक्स थे और सो बैड, जो उसके प्रोमोटर्स थे उनके जो शेयर्स थे, प्लेस थे. तो मैंने उसको बोला, मैंने कहा इसमें हाथ भी मत लगाना, अदरवाइज जो है सब कुछ, मतलब मुझे जो लगता है, देन अगेन इट्स योर चॉइस. तो बोला नहीं बहुत सस्ता है. तो कई बार क्या होता है, इट्स बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग, यदि मान लो कोई स्टॉक प्राइस सस्ता है इसका मतलब नहीं वो अच्छा है. प्रोपोर्शनली क्यों नहीं, वो तो महंगा है, तो वो अल्टीमेटली तो आपको जो रिटर्न मिलेगा उससे देखा जाएगा। So, no, he did not invest in that. But point here is that whatever was mentioned in the book for so many years ago still valid. बहुत छोटे छोटे principles हैं, but एकदम perfect principles mentioned in this book. Thank you so much for sharing all this. Sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So similarly, I have also invested money in that in SBI life insurance. It is a good scheme. I invested one installment. Then again next year the person asked me कि सर आपकी next installment due हो गई है. Then I say that कि भाई अभी मैं पे नहीं करूँगा. कि सर क्यों नहीं पे करेंगे? मैंने 5 साल का लॉक पीरियड है और मैं ठीक है, मैं आई विल नॉट पे, आई विल कीप माई मनी विथ मी. बोला सर आपका पाना पैसा डूब जाएगा. मैं डूब जाने दो. मैं भाई कुछ पुराने पैसे बचाने के लिए आप पैसा और नहीं लगाने वाला. Because the money which is with me only, that is the money, that is my money. So that guy again called me. So this gives you the financial independence, the the robust mindset which don't allow you to become poor.
Yeah,
आपके
thank
पास
you,
में
sir.
जो भी पैसा रहेगा कॉन्फिडेंस रहेगा आपके पास में.
इनफैक्ट इंश्योरेंस का मतलब जो है वो लाइफ इंश्योरेंस होना चाहिए, जबकि जो यूलिप वगैरह जो है सब लोग जानते हैं इधर, टर्म इंश्योरेंस जो कि प्योरली उसमें क्या होता है, फिर आपको कुछ मिलेगा नहीं. इट इज एक्चुअली रियल इंश्योरेंस. यू वॉन्ट गेट एनीथिंग बट यू आर इंश्योर्ड. योर फैमिली इज काइंड ऑफ टेकन केयर इफ द पर्सन इज नो मोर इन दिस वर्ल्ड. दैट इज इंश्योरेंस. बट नाउ वो है कि नहीं, ये 5 साल के बाद इतना मिलेगा उतना मिलेगा. अल्टीमेटली उसका रिटर्न देखेंगे तो यू विल बी गेटिंग 3-4% रिटर्न, इनफैक्ट लेस देन एफडी. सो इंश्योरेंस यदि मान लो है करना है तो टर्म इंश्योरेंस जनरली मतलब जो एडवाइजेबल है, जो कि इंश्योरेंस वाले एडवाइस नहीं करेंगे, बट एक्चुअल में टर्म इंश्योरेंस ही हमको करना चाहिए. बट एनीवे, दिस इज नॉट दैट डिस्कशन वी शुड हैव हियर. वी कैन हैव दिस सेपरेटली.
I would like to add, like, I didn't know much about investment. I have shared this earlier as well when I joined, like, to my dad told me everything. कि घर पहले घर खरीद पहले, like I was there कि I want to shop and I want to do things on my own. मेरे पास पैसा है. But he was the one who encouraged me to buy a property, any asset, any movable property first. And now, like, I am not the owner of a bungalow, but I am owner of a flat now. Like, I have completed its EMI and like, so this is very important कि आप किस जगह इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हो and your elders are there to just support you in this. Yeah, where you should invest. जैसे उसमें है ना कि आप एक घर हो जिसमें अर्थ पे बच्चे खेल सके and your wife could grow vegetables. So that is such an important thing कि आप actual asset जो वो profit दे आपको वैसा कुछ आप invest करें, that will give you returns. So I when I was listening to you, Sher sir, I remembered my dad again and again कि हाँ उन्होंने कहा था कि पहले कार से पहले घर प्रॉपर्टी खरीदो या इसके पहले प्रॉपर्टी आना चाहिए, उसके बाद तुमको जो करना है करो. So that priority for investment, that is very important. And at this age when girls should have their own property, I feel that. And he was the one to encourage me कि तुम्हारे पास खुद का होना चाहिए भले ही हमारा है, like that. So very very true. Loved your presentation.
Yes.
Just want to add here, like what Palak ji mentioned. So normally क्या है कि अभी जैसे iPhone 7, 8 जो भी है, जो भी नंबर चल रहा है या कार, ये these are depreciating assets. उसमें जो है घुसेंगे सबसे पहले जनरेशन वाले जो शोबाजी के चक्कर में. बट यस, जहाँ पे हमको मतलब ठीक है ये भी पूरा कीजिए, बट पहले दूसरी चीजें हैं प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट में, उसके बाद में इनका नंबर आ सकता है.
यस. एंड सिमिलरली सर जैसे बताया कि मतलब सबसे जो लास्ट एडवाइस है ना, इंक्रीज योर एबिलिटी टू अर्न, लाइक बिकम वाइजर, रीड बुक्स, मीट पीपल, टेक एडवाइस. तो मतलब इसमें मीन्स यू कैन नॉट बिकम इग्नोरेंट. सो दैट द पार्ट आई लाइक द मोस्ट, the seventh advice, because everyone earns, keep the money with us, but at the at later age what happens with us. Similarly, I invested in the agriculture land. Agriculture land, we need not to any like a supervisor to watch over it. Every year I go there and I just has uh, I just rented it, and every year I go there, I get 1 lakh rupees as a rent, and I just give it to my wife. So this is the woman empowerment also going on with the money. Because if you don't have money, then you cannot do any empowerment. You are also not empowered. So this is how I find this book so basic and so important. And the sir, stories part, like it is so beautiful. The way it has been written, it like once you read now, so you will find that like you are just traveling into the golden era. Thank you. Ragji, we can take one selfie and then move into the session. You can ask others to. I think Palakji. Yes, Rumis sir. Uh, Good evening, Lalita ji. After a long time, हम लोग हम लोग सर पैसे के पीछे बहुत भाग लाइक हम लोग गाड़ियां बहुत खरीदते हैं पर ड्राइविंग पे कभी ध्यान नहीं देते. तो द मनी सेज लाइक दैट इट इज अ स्किल. आई ऑलवेज whenever I just share with my colleagues or whoever that money is a like a skill. If you don't have the skill, that you earn more money, it will go like anything.
सर जो पहला करोड़पति बना था ना केबीसी में, फर्स्ट गाय, आई थिंक ही वाज फ्रॉम बिहार. वो जब उसको पैसे तो मिल गए बट ही वाज नॉट एबल टू हैंडल दैट मनी. वो पूरा वो मतलब उसका हालत खराब हो गया था. ही वाज कंप्लीटली लॉस दैट. उसने इधर लगाया उधर लगाया, उसकी स्टोरी आई थी. तो वही है मतलब आप जो बोल रहे हैं कि उसको हैंडल करने भी आना चाहिए. तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट.
स्किल सर लास्ट के जो पॉइंट है ना कि increase your ability to earn, become wise, read books, meet people, take advice of the wise. जब तक आप खुद wise नहीं होंगे तो how can you meet a wise person? Yes, like we can take selfie. Yes, I request everyone switch on the camera. Good evening, Neha ji. Yes, Priya ji, you can. Ready, smile. Thank you. Yes, you were saying something. Neha ji, would you like to share?
मैं यही बोलना चाह रही हूँ कि मेरा मेरा भी फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट इज़ वेरी पुअर। एज़ अ गर्ल आपको इतना सिखाते भी नहीं है बचपन में, लाइक अच्छा आपके काम की चीज़ नहीं है। तो बचपन से जो वो माइंडसेट सेट हो जाता है, वो अभी भी रहता है थोड़ा-सा, मतलब फॉर मी मेरे लिए ऐसा रहता है कि जब तक काम चल रहा है तब तक क्यों सोचना पैसे का कुछ। तो मैं उस तरह से सोचती ही नहीं हूँ कि बचाना है, जोड़ना है, इन्वेस्ट करना है, कुछ नहीं, बस एकदम बेयर मिनिमम लाइफ जब चल रही है, जितना अगर एक्स्ट्रा है तो उड़ा दिया, नहीं है तो भी चल रही है लाइफ। तो ये चीज़ें बिल्कुल, मतलब मैं कोई भी ऐसे साइकोलॉजी ऑफ मनी वाली बुक थी मेरे पास, मैं उसको भी ऐसे ही पढ़ लिया बट कुछ समझा नहीं। तो आई डोंट नो वो माइंडसेट कैसे चेंज होता है। जो शुरू से चीज़ें रहती हैं, बचपन से सिखा दी गई। जैसे पलक जी ने मेंशन किया कि उनके फादर ने जो सपोर्ट किया, तो वो फैमिली का बहुत बचपन से आप बच्चे को अगर सिखा रहे हो कैसे मनी मैनेजमेंट करना है, बच्चा पेरेंट्स से ही सीखता है, आई गेस वो चीज़ें। जैसे कुछ लोगों के पास काफ़ी अच्छा पैसा होता है, फिर भी वो हमेशा क्राइसिस में रहते हैं। वो मैनेज नहीं कर पाते हैं चीज़ें, या तो अपनी डिज़ायर्स में इतना फँसे रहते हैं कि दे ऑलवेज़ वांट मोर, और जो है उसको ढंग से यूज़ नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। तो ये मनी तो बहुत ज़्यादा माइंडसेट पे डिपेंड कर जाता है। तो कुछ चीज़ें सीखी, आई होप आई विल अप्लाई। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द सेशन।
Yes, even Nehaji, just I have seen people that they are earning money, but they don't have money at their disposal. But there are people who don't have like earning sources, but they have money, they had multiplied. Now they have a lot of money at their disposal. So this is the basic difference that financial management. That I am there is a lady in my village that he
he has no source of income, but he has some money, he lend it to someone, then gets multiplied. Now a lot of money at her disposal. So there are so many people, they are so good in financial management, and few people they are earning lakhs and lakhs, but at their disposal no money is there. This is how the writer says that to become a rich, you don't you don't need to start a rich person, but start saving 1/10. It is pay to, the writer says that, pay to yourself. It is yours, not anybody's. So that is the source from where you can build an empire. I have read this book 3 years back, and now I have applied few tricks, and now I find that अरे यार इतना तो अपने हाथ में ही था सब कुछ, हम ऐसे ही बाहर भटक रहे थे या कभी ध्यान नहीं दिया, इग्नोरेंट लाइफ जी रहे थे. But now I am completely financially stable. Now I have a lot of money at my disposal. Now I never invest anywhere. अरे भाई पहले अपने आप में इन्वेस्ट करो. दूसरे को हमने किसी में SIP में उसमें इसमें इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, but at the end if we don't have any money at our disposal, then what is the means of living the life, earning the money? So when we have this mindset in our mind, so from there the change happens.
मैं
So
एक
thank
चीज़
you.
और ऐड करना चाहूँगी। मैं ऐसे ही मेरे को एक चीज़ शेयर करनी है कि जो हमारी मनी कैसे हम सेव कर रहे हैं, कैसे स्पेंड कर रहे हैं, एक पैटर्न हमारा सेट हो जाता है। जैसे मतलब मेरे जो बनिया फ्रेंड्स हैं, मैं नोटिस करती हूँ कि वो बस बचाते ही रहते हैं। उनका बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं मतलब मैं ऐसे मज़ाक में नहीं बोल रही, मैं सच में बोल रही हूँ दे आर लाइक कि बिल्कुल बहुत ही खर्च नहीं करेंगे, बिल्कुल ही नहीं खर्च करेंगे। सो वो उनके घर में भी थोड़ा-सा ऐसा रहता होगा, थोड़ा सिखाते हैं इस तरह से कि बचाने वाला ज़्यादा रहता है। मतलब वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड वाज़ लाइक कि वो फटे जूते पहन लेगी, वो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में इतना बढ़िया पैकेज था, पर वो फटे जूते पहनती थी कि जूते मेरे जब तक चल रहा है तब तक चलाएँगे, बिल्कुल ही नहीं खर्च करना है। लाइफ़स्टाइल पे या फिर कम्फर्ट पे। सो वो भी एक एक पैटर्न है उनका या फिर एक माइंडसेट है कि राइट? जैसे मेरे हस्बैंड का रहता है कि अगर खर्चे बढ़ रहे हैं तो इनकम बढ़ाओ, हमें खर्चे कम करने की ज़रूरत नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो मतलब हर इंसान का जैसे नोटिस करो तो एक फिक्स पैटर्न है रिले कि हमें मनी से कैसे डील करना है। वो चीज़ बदल पाना कोई बनिया तो नहीं है ना, कोई बुरा मत मानना मतलब आई जस्ट लाइक ट्राइंग टू टेल कि हमारा एक पैटर्न होता है मनी से रिलेटेड और हम उसको बहुत रिजिडली फॉलो करते हैं। उसको बदल पाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है फिर। हाँ।
यस यस नेहा जी, सो ट्रूली सेड. लाइक मेरे को बढ़िया फ्रेंड तो नहीं है, बट मेरे लॉज है ना, दे एक्ट लाइक अ बनियास. तो हमारी फैमिली में, इन माय होम, एवरीबody spends and nothing money at their disposal. Although my father was a government employee, retired now, I am as also government employee. But my in-laws, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law, they have some business, small business at their home, but they have a lot of money at their disposal. Even my wife also. So then I always ask then, अरे ये ज्ञान कहाँ से मिला, ये trick कहाँ से मिली? So now I started learning, then I read from books. Then my wife says, अरे तुम किताबों में क्या पढ़ते हो, हमसे कुछ ज्ञान ले लिया करो. So there are few person so good in financial management.
Wonderful, sir.
Yes.
Beautiful discussions, and I think wonderful book review. And I think it's a gentle reminder to all of us, uh, more than the philosophy, the psychology of money. This book taught us first psychology of money and think and grow rich. All those books are a precursor to psychology of money and the art of spending money now. So I think वो पढ़नी चाहिए ये सब हमें, and then we can move to next books. So yes, very basic and very wonderful. I would like to add few things about tomorrow. So tomorrow is a very special day. We have two, three things lined up at 7 a.m. in the morning. Firstly, we'll be winding up our book, Focus on What Matters. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I think हम सबने उसका बुक रिव्यू दिया है, फोकस ऑन व्हाट मैटर्स हम सबने पढ़ी है, सबने उसको सबको एक्सप्लेन किया है. So it's a wonderful journey we had. Now we'll be starting Art of Habits. It's an awesome book. Anyone who has read it can vouch for it. I would really request Sumit sir, अगर आपके पास उसकी PDF हो तो please send it in the group. Thank you so much. And we will conduct quizzes on it जैसा हम पहले करते थे. You remember? It was wonderful. And I think Sumit sir can share. उसके जो ऑप्शंस होते थे वो ग्रुप मेंबर्स के ऑप्शंस होते थे. It used to be very fun. So we'll do that. Every week we'll read 2 chapters and we'll discuss that, and we'll have quiz for it. I hope you will enjoy the whole journey. We have slots open for the reviews, मतलब third, fourth chapter, fifth, sixth chapter. So please approach Shungeri. That book consists of single chapters with a lesson at the end from Bhagavad Gita. So you can start it from any chapter, and you can just like focus on what matters. So I would urge you all to take up two chapters and start with the book reviews. All of us, Sher sir, Rumit sir, Neha ji, Sanjay ji, Priya ji, and Jyotsna ji. And tomorrow, finally, we'll be felicitating the readathon winners. This was amazing. 1500 नंबर से जीते हैं. First ranker is 1500 points ahead from the second ranker in the readathon this time. So the person who has done it is commendable. So I would request you all to join tomorrow at 7 a.m. At 7:30 ish हम readathon की ceremony चालू कर देंगे. So I would really request you all to be on time. And by 8:15 we will wind up the session. 7 o'clock मैं sharp start कर दूंगी so that everyone gets time. And Priya ji, I know you won't be available, but I would really request that you are there. I hope you understand why I'm telling you so much to join. Yeah, wonderful. All right, I would ask when anyone would like to share anything, and we can. Yes, Sumit sir.
Yes, पहले तो जो शेर सिंह जी, thank you for wonderful review, and yes, some things are evergreen and always applicable. And one more thing, like हम लोग को हमेशा कहावत होती है कि this don't keep all the apples in one basket. So we have to distribute our savings among different forms and different formats. तो वो तो है ही करते ही है, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वी नीड टू बी अवेयर अबाउट द लेटेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन एंड व्हाट आर द चॉइस अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल क्रेडिट कार्ड, तो जैसे आपने बोला पहले बहुत प्रॉब्लम था क्रेडिट कार्ड में. समटाइम्स वी विल गेट द रॉन्ग बिल, नोबडी विल लिसन, दे विल चार्ज यू इंटरेस्ट, ये वो सब वो दिक्कत होता था. बट अभी इफ यू सी there are so many options. Like I have opted for one फेडरल बैंक क्रेडिट कार्ड. तो उसमें क्या है कि मतलब मेरा जो प्राइवेट ट्रैवल है, एवरी मंथ आई कैन फ्लाई फ्री फ्रॉम वन साइड टू एंड फ्रो with just the points from the credit card. So there are options, but you should be aware of how to utilize in the best manner and how to, क्योंकि मेरे जितना कोई कंजूस होगा नहीं, मतलब फिजूल खर्चे में. ऑफ कोर्स द प्रायोरिटी इज हेल्थ एंड फूड. हेल्थ एंड फूड में कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करना है, उसमें वी नीड नॉट हैव टू थिंक. एंड एज सच वी our culture, we consider money as Mahalakshmi Devi, so respect should be there. Yeah. So respect should be there for money. So एंड ऑल्सो जैसे हम लोग ने सात्विक जिन्होंने भी किए हैं कोर्सेज, उसमें भी बोला गया है कि 20% वी शुड स्पेंड ऑन गुड थिंग्स. लाइक हम लोग की जो काम वाली बाई आते मेड, उनके बच्चों को हमने पढ़ाया है. नाउ वी आर प्राउड दैट दे हैव ग्रोन अप एंड दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट. सो दिस एक्चुअली वी आर नॉट सपोज टू से ऑल दिस थिंग्स, बट जस्ट एग्जाम्पल. सो 20% आपको स्पेंड करना, और वो भी मतलब खुले दिल से स्पेंड करना है. इफ़ यू स्पेंड विथ कि अरे ये मेरा पैसा जा रहा है, ये है वो है, तो लक्ष्मी जी खुश नहीं होगी, एंड दैट कैश फ्लो विल नॉट बी देयर. सो यू हैव टू स्पेंड विथ द गुड थॉट एंड गुड माइंड कि चलो किसी का अच्छा हो रहा है, और उसमें जो हैप्पीनेस है वो खुशी और किसी में आपको नहीं मिलेगी. सो दैट इज़ अनदर थिंग. एंड ऑल्सो जो लोग पैसा मतलब काफ़ी रखते हैं तो वो भी ठीक नहीं है, बिकॉज लक्ष्मी जी चंचल ऐसा बोलते हैं, तो दैट फ्लो हैज़ टू बी देयर. और आप जितना स्पेंड करेंगे उतना आएगा आपको, यू नीड नॉट हैव टू वरी. So that is the psychology of money. And as such, we know the richest people in India, examples we see Ambani's, Adani's, they don't have time to spend their own money, what they earn. जबकि उनके जो सर्वेंट लोग हैं वो लोग उनके पैलेस टाइप घर में एंजॉय कर रहे हैं. So so that is another thing. So thing is that ki ultimately our you have to understand what is your real health. So real health is peace of mind, your good health, and of course पैसे तो चाहिए ही, but that need not have to be, you know, means आपका जो routine it is taken care and you take care of everything, so that is there. And you don't have to restrict your members, like you know, my son asking for Apple phone and also let it be, because जो Apple phone का iPhone का life है वो Android से 2 गुना 3 गुना है. So ultimately it is working out to be same, but in fact the experience will be better. So हर किसी का अपना अपना choice है. So we can compromise in our, but I never interfere in my wife's and son's choice or selection because it is their choice. So we don't have to. Yeah, of course, TBS is our real wealth. So जो आपको जो भी सेविंग करना है, ये करना है, तो आप अपने इसमें कीजिए. दूसरों के मतलब फैमिली मेंबर और पार्टनर के इसमें we don't have to, you know, interfere because हाँ, तो वाइफ का चॉइस तो अच्छा ही होता है क्योंकि उन्होंने हमको सिलेक्ट किया तो चॉइस अच्छा ही बोलना पड़ेगा. सो आई ऑलवेज यू नो टेल हर कि योर चॉइस इज ऑलवेज वेरी गुड, सो शी अंडरस्टैंड्स. And the thing is that the main thing is that if you keep awareness, so her whatever options available, तो जहाँ भी मैं ट्रैवल करता हूँ ये है वो है, so there are many, you know, offers and also that you need to encash and enjoy it. So definitely you will be able to, because I started my career from the scratch. एक साइकिल भी नहीं था, but now today we are well to do. We have 3 cars, 2 homes, and so everybody is happy. But it is not real wealth. Real wealth जो मतलब आप फ्रीली हंस मतलब हंसी खुशी से रह रहे हो, यू आर एंजॉइंग every moment, that is real wealth. And you know, you are in the community like all the wonderful people from whom you are learning. So wisdom is also wealth. So that's all. Thank you.
Wonderful knowledge. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, we can take a selfie and then I think we can wind up. It's 9 p.m. I would request everyone to turn on their camera. Hi, Jyotsna ji, after so long. सबको देख के बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है. संजय जी ने आ जाइए वापस, please. I would request you to turn on the camera. All right. Ready?
Ready, everyone? Smiles. Done. Thank you very much.
Gorgeous. Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think this किरण जी को मैं थैंक यू कहना चाह रहा हूँ क्योंकि वो कभी पकड़ में आते नहीं है, आज आए हैं. तो उन्होंने जो मुझे शशि थरूर की जो बुक दी है ना वो इतनी बढ़िया है कि आई रियली एंजॉय रीडिंग ईच एंड एवरी पेज. वो मतलब बहुत बढ़िया बुक है. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच.
आपने रोमित जी जैसे कहा कि मैं पकड़ में नहीं आता हूँ, तो मैं क्या बड़ा लेजी आदमी हूँ. अभी भी मैं क्या ऊपर छत पे बैठा हूँ तो क्या है कि पूरा डार्क है, तो मैंने सेल्फी के लिए मतलब ये ओपन किया तो भी लो आ नहीं पा रहा है, मैं खुद ही डार्क आ रहा है. तो ऐसी बात नहीं है, आना तो बहुत चाहता हूँ. अब देखो कब क्या जमता है. जब
So
होगा
हम ले आएंगे पकड़
you
के.
are the hidden gem.
no, 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 not at all. Real gems
Wonderful.
are here. Real gems are here. who
ये
are
तो
actively
सही है.
who are actively participating in the discussion.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay. तो कल
Okay.
7 बजे मिलते हैं सुबह. With that, we'll come to the end of the session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining.